Topping our morning rush, there's been an arrest in the mysterious crash that left 2 teen girls dead. Officers say surveillance video and Facebook messages led them to 27-year-old Roger Wilson, who's now charged with 2 counts of murder. Police say he caused 2 crashes at night. The survivors of the first crash told police it was a fit of road rage. Police say video shows Wilson hit the teen girls' car, causing them to crash that night.
This morning, we are getting a look at the video showing the arrest of the man accused of killing at least 2 Muslim men. This is when police caught up with 51-year-old Muhammad Syed on Monday night off of I-40 in Santa Rosa. Police say that a gun found in his home ties him to the murders of Aftab Hussein and Muhammad Afzal Hussein.
A man charged in a 2019 rape remains out of jail this morning despite breaking his conditions of release over and over again. A woman claims that Anthony Casaquito put his hand down her pants at Lovelace's Westside Hospital. 7 times he's violated his conditions of release. Judge Bruce Fox once again denied the motion to lock him up.
Injuries found on a young boy have now led to child abuse charges against his mother's boyfriend. Court documents show the 18-month-old had a fractured skull as well as a broken jaw and arm while the boy was in the care of 23-year-old Thomas Candelaria back in November. Yesterday in court, prosecutors argued that Candelaria should be locked up until trial. Instead, Judge Stan Whitaker released Candelaria on strict conditions. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. Temperatures are a little cooler this morning. You may want a long sleeve or a light sweater for the kiddos. And by this afternoon, temperatures will be in the upper 80s and we will be dry for the way home.
On to this story right now. This morning, new video shows the chaotic aftermath of police trying to figure out exactly what happened after an alleged drunk driver drove right through a Gallup parade. Now, video shows 33-year-old Jeff Irving take off toward the parade route. More than a dozen people, including 2 police officers, were hit. Irving faces 21 charges in total. He has a pretrial detention hearing scheduled for today. On
to developing news now. Deputy-involved shooting in Eddy County has left 1 person dead. Details still limited, but we do know it happened last night just outside of Carlsbad near Happy Valley Road and West Texas Street. No officers were hurt.
Suspect accused of ramming into a Rio Rancho police cruiser is waking up behind bars. The department says the officers tried to pull over the stolen Chevy Tahoe yesterday morning when the driver took off, ramming into a cruiser during the chase. Officers then opened fire, but the driver got away. Police later tracked it down and they arrested the unnamed suspect. Erica.
And here's a look at the threat index. It is moderate today. We'll see heavy storms possible in southwest New Mexico with some burn scar flooding there in the Gila.
A mother who was nowhere to be found when her toddler was found wandering a neighborhood in the middle of the night is now charged with child abuse. A neighbor called police saying the 3-year-old was wearing only a diaper and was trying to open their door. Police found the boy's home with several doors wide open. Randy Garcia arrived minutes later.
The CDC is now releasing new COVID-19 recommendations as more Americans build up immunity to the virus. The CDC telling non-infected Americans that they no longer need to quarantine if they come into close contact with someone who has the virus, while also ending calls for social distancing. They do say, though, if you test positive, they recommend that you isolate for at least 5 days. Erica.
All right, let's get a check on traffic. The maps are looking clear this morning. No accidents or slowdowns to report. And here's a look over the Big I, seeing higher volumes, but still moving at speed.
Finally, the power of teenagers armed with corn pops and Rice Krispies is helping aid people in Ukraine using 5,000 boxes of cereal gifted by Kellogg's. Members of the Chicago Children United for Ukraine created a Guinness World Record-breaking cereal mosaic of the Ukrainian flag. They also raised $15,000 in the process.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5 this morning, a policy that has been around for more than 30 years in one New Mexico school district is now stirring up some new controversy this semester. All male students in the Hobbs School District must have a clean-shaven face. The superintendent there says that for safety reasons, it's easier for security to identify a non-student with facial hair quicker. Now, parents and former students, they're looking for a compromise. Meanwhile, the school district says that they are open to reviewing that policy.
Number 4, the city approved an application from Dawn Legacy Point to operate what's known as a safe outdoor space on Manal, just west of I-25. The newly formed nonprofit says the lot will accommodate up to 50 people. People with active warrants will not be allowed in, and anyone living at the site must be actively looking for housing. The plan is to get the space up and running in the next 6 weeks.
And at number 3, it is going to be a drier weekend. We'll see that monsoon meter lowering to a 3. What this means is we'll see some scattered storms in the southwest and west high terrain, but just isolated storms for the valley.
On to number 2 now. New video showing police trying to figure out exactly what happened after an alleged drunk driver drove right through a Gallup parade minutes earlier. A Gallup police officer went to confront a driver, now identified as 33-year-old Jeff Irving, seen in his vehicle drinking. Now, video shows Irving take off toward the parade route. More than a dozen people, including 2 police officers, were struck that day. Police say Irving was very drunk, more than 3 times the legal limit. Irving now faces 21 charges. He does have a pretrial detention hearing scheduled later on today. We'll let you know how that develops right here on KRQE News 13.
And at number 1, Albuquerque police have arrested 27-year-old Roger Wilson for the deadly road rage crash that killed 2 teenage girls. Now, officers responded to 2 crashes back in June and quickly connected both of them. The driver and the 16-year-old passenger involved in the first crash survived it, saying that it was a case of road rage. They also say that they were with 2 other teens when an intoxicated stranger started bothering them at Pat Hurley Park. Well, that man, later identified as Roger Wilson, allegedly started following them. Surveillance video on Central reportedly shows Wilson ramming into the back of their car, eventually leading to the car crashing and killing 2 of the teens. A mile down the road, police say that Wilson hit a tree and took off on foot. He is facing 2 open counts of first-degree murder in this case.